Hello, welcome to this new video of Ansjevis. Today I'm going to create some art with these acrylic Lukas paints. And I got three colors. I got Payne's Gray, Beige and White. And I am just going to use these acrylic paints for the first time. Going to put them in this little palette and then create some art with them. Seeing paint being poured into a palette, it's always so satisfying to look at. If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments, but paint pouring is really satisfying to look at. So I put them in this plastic palette. When I use acrylics, I always try to use plastic palettes instead of ceramic palettes because acrylic is way harder to clean because when it's dry, it's completely dry, but with gouache and watercolor you can reactivate it with water. So that's why I use this simple plastic palette for these paints. Now I'm going to swatch these three colors in my art creation sketchbooks. This is a square one, like a little one from Art Creation in a lilac color. Such a beautiful color. I know these three colors aren't the best colors to get to mix variety with because I went to my local store for renovating your house, like a store where you can get all sort of things like paint from the wall and stuff like that. And I saw these acrylic paints from Lukas. They cost me €2.50 per tube, €2.50 per tube, which is really inexpensive. And I saw them for the first time there in like an art corner of the store. And I decided to get the three colors that spoke to me the most. So we have white, beige, and Payne's Gray. Which, if I'm sure you know, you watching this video, that you can mix way more colors if you would get a blue, yellow and red, because those are the primary colors and you can mix all different colors from them. But I was just picking the colors that spoke to me the most, and at that time when I went to the store, that were these three colors. So yeah, that's why we have those. And then I saw my cute cat, his name is Buddy. He was sitting in front of the camera and I thought, well, the colors you have, my friend, are the colors that I picked. So I decided to paint a cat inspired by my cat, not really look-alike, not like realistic, but I just wanted to paint a cat with the colors that I got. And the first thing that I noticed when I use these colors is that they're so super smooth. And that is something that I normally don't really experience with when I use acrylic. So this was something that I really enjoyed about these paints. They're like buttery smooth and amazing. So I would recommend them. The only downside to them is that they have a rating of a 6 or a 7 when it comes to light fastness. So they're not super light fast. So that's something you need to keep in mind when you also decide to get these paints. But for just the price and the feel, like they feel really smooth and buttery, I would really recommend these. Otherwise I wouldn't show them to you, of course, but I would really recommend these paints. I enjoyed them a lot. So, when I was painting my cat, well, an interpretation of my cat, I had all the colors that I needed, but when it comes to the eyes of the cat, I was lacking some colors because his eyes are like a greenish yellow color. And I didn't have that in the Lukas paints because I only had like the three colors that I'm showing you in this video. So I decided to grab my Amsterdam acrylics in the student range. And I picked the colors that I could mix the eye color from, and I just overlapped it on the white here on the eyes. Here you can see me paint a little nose, and I had all the colors that I need, but for the eyes I needed more colors. So I cheated a little bit and used the acrylic paints that I already have. Now, once I use these Amsterdam acrylics with, here you can see me mix the color, with the colors that I already have, like the Lukas colors, I really, really liked the feel of the Lukas acrylic colors much better because they were so smooth and buttery. But that's just like a personal preference, but I just wanted to mention that to you. So I'm finishing off the little cat piece that I made. I'm creating a table and just doing all the final touches. And overall, I really enjoyed using these paints. Acrylic is not my favorite medium to make art in, but I have to say that these paints were quite enjoyable. So what I did, of course, I bought more. Guilty. I bought more. But these chips are only like $2.50, so they're a great price to also experiment with acrylics. It's just a medium that I am not really at home with yet. So I bought some more colors. I can show you on my Instagram which colors that I bought, so you can see all the colors that they have. They have more than I have chosen, but I've chosen like better mixing colors so I can create more art pieces and I don't need my other acrylics to finish them off. And here you can see the little cat drawing that I did. He's very cute. He's sitting on my shelf in the living room right now. I enjoyed using these paints a lot. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!